I bought this non-running Toro snowblower off Facebook Marketplace for $20. I actually picked it up yesterday, and in this video we're going to be cleaning it up and flipping it to see how much profit I can make off of flipping snowblowers. Because it is obviously winter outside and not summer. And if you've watched this channel for a while, you know that I flip lawnmowers, and there's a bunch of them outside that I still have to flip this spring. But we're going to see how this goes. Never worked on a snowblower before. I've watched a couple YouTube videos within the span of 24 hours because I picked this up yesterday. The time of filming, this is the day after I picked this thing up. I do not know what's in the tank because yeah, it looks like it's got something in it. I'm going to drain it just in case. Because this is a 2-stroke and you have to mix a 50-to-1 gas to oil ratio in the tank. And I'm probably just going to go pick up some 2-cycle oil at my local hardware store and then mix it in a gas can. Then pour it in there. I think we've got a 1-gallon gas can around here somewhere. The primer bulb is actually in pretty good shape. Those usually go bad on these things pretty often. It's an R-Tek engine, so it's an engine made by Briggs Stratton, I believe. The scraper bar and the paddles look like they're in pretty good shape. Got good compression. So we're going to have to pull it apart. I'm going to pull the carb apart, clean that, and check if it has spark. Maybe while I'm at the hardware store, pick up a new spark plug. Yeah, and then get this thing running, blow some snow with it after I clean it up, and get it on Marketplace and hopefully have it sold within the week. So yeah, all these work. Needs to be greased, but yeah. So I'm going to get this thing up on a table so I can flip it up and access the carburetor better. So yeah, then I'm going to put a coat on, a coat on because it's pretty cold. Alright, so as you can probably see, I have the snowblower up on the table and tilted forward. That will give me access to the carburetor, which is in there. I can just barely see it. Get this zip tie out of the way here. It looks like I'm going to have to take these out, which they're already very loose, which I don't know if is good or not. And I just dropped the washer that was on it, so I'll have to find that later. And then there is 3 hex head bolts on top of the, I don't know what you'd call this, but I guess control panel, maybe? I don't know. With where the key is in the primer bulb and the pull cord. So you can get that off, and this whole lower part will drop off, and we can get access to that carb and rebuild it. So I'm going to get this pulled off and then hunt that washer down. Let's see, what size do we need here? It's packed with dirt, so I have to get that out of there, the pit. The carb is surprisingly clean on the inside, through the little window you can see in there. Let's try an 8mm. Wow, that's the one. Now, I know that some of you guys liked the small engine content, like the mowers last year, and I couldn't get to a whole lot of them because of the 68 Mustang and other projects. But this year, I really hope that we're going to get more than 2 done. I already am in possession of 3 more that are sitting outside right now. All that dirt and debris flying out of there. The ones that I have out there, one's got a Briggs industrial commercial flathead single on it, and then the other 2 have Briggs opposed twins on them, just like that black yard machine had. So those should be fun to work on. I got them for free, so maybe I should bring you guys over and you can see what I'm doing. Pretty cold out today, but I'm willing to work on this thing because last night they canceled school and I was happy about that. So, because we got quite a bit of snow last night actually. One more. Oops. And then I can't forget the one that is holding it to the grab handle. That one's a little bigger, so. Bigger still. I can get it out with these gloves. There we go. Amazing, this kit still has the 10mm. See if I can't lose that washer this time. There we go. Alright, that's loose. I was actually kind of surprised that the primer bulb wasn't bad on this one. Let's pull this cord out a ways here and wind it up somewhere. Oh. There we go. Let's see if I can tie a knot. Something that'll come out easy to keep it in place. There we go. That screw's still in there. That's what's holding it in there. There we go. Now, let's see, how does it come on? Huh, just like that. Oh, maybe I should have took the key out, huh? Let's see, and then this will slide up and out of the way here. Maybe. Hook it. Oh, there we go, just like that. It just slides up. Let the kids fall. Oh, right there. And maybe. There we go. Hey, there we go. There's progress. Twist it a little bit here. There we go. Just like that, the bottom cover is off and has revealed the guts. That carburetor looks pretty good, I'd say. Okay. Oh, cool. This is the different choke method than some of the other ones I was looking at. Here, I'll show you. Some of them had a let's see, a lever that would go side to side, but this one just hooks straight and you can pull it out and pull it back. So that's pretty cool. I didn't see anything like that on there, so that'll be easy to take off. You can just, when you slide the carburetor off, we can just pull it back. Awesome. Now I might tip it back over and then drain the tank because there was some stuff in there. Get that out, maybe clean it out. Yeah, let's see, how are we gonna get to that spark plug? Oh, cool, it's right there. That's awesome. Maybe I'll I do want to test it for spark, so I might pull the plug out and then ground it to the chassis or the block, and then roll it over a couple times, see if it has spark, as well as check out that spark plug, see what kind of shape it's in. So it looks like we're gonna take these two screws off, and then that goes through there. Gotta be careful because those nuts aren't welded in there. Then watch our governor spring here. I think that's what that is. Yeah, governor spring, and yeah, idle screw. So yeah, basically just like the videos that I watched. Then a primer line. That works pretty good. Usually the rubber deteriorates and it just falls off and there's no primer bulb left, but this one is in actually pretty good shape. Looks like there is a little bit of oil leakage, but that's probably just from age. So I'm going to tip it back up, like I said, and then drain that tank out, and you guys can watch me do that. Got to clear some of the stuff off the table anyways, because last time I tried to get it up there with the tools on it, I dumped the whole thing and had to put everything back in its correct spot, and that was not fun. I also have to look for the other one of these because it fell inside of the machine. Let's see, get this off of here. I think it's going to clean up nice. I don't think it's going to be too hard to get going again. Oh, I just heard it. Let's see, where'd it go? Yeah, the blades, or the scoops, I guess. I don't know. I'm new to these things. They're not in bad shape. I don't know where the belt is, but it's probably under this cover here. The scraper plate's not in bad shape on the bottom, so It didn't get used a lot, I don't think. I don't know. It's got an R-Tek engine in it. It says 50 years of excellence. I don't know if that came with this or not. So, let's see. Kind of bring this over to the edge so I can get something in there to drain that tank. See, I need a pair of needle nose and a dish to make sure the fuel does not go all over the ground. Alright, this might look sketchy, but I think it's going to work. I got a funnel shoved up in there. I had a funnel shoved up in there. And a little catch can down below. We're going to see if I can't leak any of this all over the floor. If I do, I can clean it up without any issue. So, there we go. Alright. Come on, hose. Time to go. There we go, getting there. Here it comes. In the can. There we go. And that's how you do it here at X2Z Garage. Hopefully it doesn't fill this can. I don't think it should be black. Oh, that's, okay, it's clear. It's just the stuff in the bottom of the catch can that makes it look like that. This isn't a very big tank, so I don't think... Oh, okay. Tank's empty. Oh, darn it, I could have set it right there and it could have stayed. Should have known that. Alright, so, got that tank all drained out there. Now, we can throw that hose back on. And then take it off the other side, on the carburetor side. And we can pull that carburetor off. Before I want to do that, I am going to test this thing for spark. So that will require me to get a socket in there and pull that spark plug out. Let me get this out of here. Make sure there's nothing in it. Alright, then we can burn this off. Get a little bit on the floor here. That's not bad. That'll dry up on its own. Alright, let's get this hose back on. Alright, so grab it with our pliers here. At least try to. There we go. There we go. Alright, hose installed. So, I'm going to turn this thing around a little bit more. Whoops. Okay. Alright, back over here. Actually, I'm going to go this way because there's more light over here. As long as I don't launch it off the table, we're fine. Okay. So, the spark plug is in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. It's right there. So we're going to pull that wire off and then find a socket that fits. Darn, I wish I could get that out of the way. There we go. Alright, pull that off. Not much I can really, not much information I can really tell from just that. But, gotta pull that out and then plug it back in, stick it up against the block, and it should spark if we roll it over, hopefully. Or else, if it doesn't, the coil is bad, and those are like 15 bucks, the off-brand ones, but the actual Briggs Stratton ones are very expensive. So I'm just going to hope that it isn't bad. What socket size? Oh wow, that's actually surprisingly clean. I don't think we're going to need a new one. Look at that thing. Wow. We'll check the gap on it just in case. I gotta Google the gap size recommendation, so yeah. What? It's not coming out. See if we can grab it. There we go, just like that. What is this? This is a BM6A. I don't know who makes that, but we're gonna plug it in, we'll ground it out, see if it gets spark. Really hope it does, because if I could stick to a $20 budget, that'd be really cool. So ground it out, make sure I can see it. If I can get this bolt. Who put this bolt cord all funny like this? There we go. Whoa. Can't get a good ground. This freaking thingy. Uh-oh, I don't think we're getting spark, guys. Darn it! Interesting. That could be why it's not running. I bet you that's exactly why it's not running. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. No, I'm just gonna go through this under. See if I can just pull that. Well, I guess I'm going to need a new primer bulb. Darn it. That wasn't coming out anyways. No, darn it. That sucks. So, I guess maybe we won't have it going today. Or if I can get the parts at my local parts store, then maybe. I don't know. Ugh, holy cow. Yeah, that wasn't coming off. Oh my gosh. There we go. You know, only a few hundred pounds of force. So that primer bulb's junk. That sucks. I might be able to get just the base, because the bulb itself is good. As you can see here, I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. There we go. But this thing that hooked onto the hose just snapped off, unfortunately. But I might be able to save the bulb part. I might be able to just get the plastic white base thingy. So that sucks, kind of. Well, let's see. Yeah, I don't think we've got spark. No. It's exactly what I wasn't hoping for. washer and screw or nut. Set this one with the other part. Now this cover should pop off. And then what you do, pull this up or back. Should pop out of the thing. There's a gearbox in there. Let's see. There we go. Right, that just pops out of that little gearbox. And you can lift it up. Slide the cover off. Oh, perfect. There wasn't a bolt, another bolt. Awesome. And you can set that there. There's just this little rubber thing holding the tank on over right here. I don't know if you can see that, but hopefully you can. It's just this little rubber grommet. And we got the tank off. Oh, yay. Now the recoil starter. Alrighty guys, so I got that little cover off there, and that coil is looking pretty crusty, unfortunately. So, yeah. So, that's the kill wire right there. So, I mean, I could spin it over with a drill and see if we're getting any spark. I mean, we're this far into it, so might as well, right? Keep testing. See if we can get it to work instead of just buying a new part. That could cost me money, which it would cost me money because it's a new part. So, I'm going to pull that spark plug out again. And we're going to test the spark again. Please work. It needs a shorter socket, so this is 3/4. So, I don't know if you can see that or not, but watch the spark plug. Whoops, I just keep the camera. Keep an eye on that spark plug. We do have spark. So, that means the coil is A-okay. Awesome. That just saved me like $15. Cool. So, I guess that wasn't the issue. Maybe the carburetor's gummed up. That is awesome news. So now we can pull the carburetor apart and get that cleaned. And then start cleaning this thing up like the other parts, the exterior parts, and see if it runs. So yeah, we're gonna get, it's leaking fuel everywhere, but oh well. So I'm gonna take care of some tools and we'll pull that carburetor off and tear it down. All right, so now I'm going to be moving on to not replacing this carburetor, removing this carburetor, and it looks like it has been replaced before because the factory ones were a plastic bodied carburetor and this one is a metal bodied carburetor, which is kind of cool. It'll make it a little bit easier to clean. Yeah. So I got to pull this hose off here just to make things easier for ourselves. Let's see. These pliers aren't the widest, so it's not. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to rebuild this carburetor, which looks like it is an aftermarket one. So that's kind of nice. I pulled it off the machine, obviously. And what this is here is, let's see, inlet side is over here. This hooks up to this linkage right here, and this faces like this on the engine, and that hooks up like so, maybe. But anyway, it goes like this, I think. Okay, yeah. Oops. But anyways, this goes on like that, and it basically just controls the governor. It actually goes on like that, actually. So yeah, then this would go in here, like this. I gotta remember how to do this. And then it would move this. That would control the governor, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, take that off. This here is the air inlet and this gasket. I don't want to break it. And it's on there pretty good, so I'm not going to mess with it. But that is absolutely nasty. So we're going to take this stuff over to the parts washer after I disassemble it. And that's the choke. It's filled with oil and gas and nasty. So we're going to clean it all out and pull the bowl off, clean out the jets, all that good stuff. Okay, there's that gasket. So that goes, so we'll put it down for this. And then this side, the gasket came off on the other piece. So, wow, there doesn't look like there's a lot of disassembly to this at all. It looks like just this little bolt here on the bottom. So let's see if I have the correct socket. I picked up another bulb a few minutes ago, just this plastic piece, so I'll have to replace that. So we can put this on the new one. This one's junk because that fuel part, the part where the fuel line hooks up is junk. So. Oh, let's see, a socket that'll fit that. Let's see. My gloves falling off here. Yeah, it's leaking oil all over the place. Other way, there we go. I don't know who makes this carburetor. I don't know if this is factory. It sure doesn't look like it's factory. So, yeah. Probably gonna dump a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that is pure oil. Yikes. No wonder it didn't run. Wow. That's crazy. I should definitely clean this up. I'm gonna grab some paper towel. Oh. It looks like a fairly clean carburetor, just someone put oil in it. I'm going to take all this stuff over to the parts washer and give it a good once over just in case. As soon as I get all the rest of this stuff off of the table. And it really just looks clean. Alright, so I guess now, let's see what we got here. This pin for the float. Be careful. Check that needle. It all looks really clean because this is a brand new carburetor. It's got a metal needle in it. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a metal needle in it. Honestly, it looks really good. So I might just put it through the parts washer, honestly, and flush all that oil or whatever that is out of there. Pull this gasket here if it's loose. I don't want it falling out. Nah, I don't think it's gonna fall out. All right, well, I'm gonna go wash all this stuff up, and we'll get back for reassembly. Alrighty guys, so I got everything pretty thoroughly cleaned back up. It wasn't all really that dirty, so got our needle valve here. I'm gonna slide that right back into the float here. Let's see if I can figure out how it goes in there, just like this. Alright, and we'll slip it back in the bottom of the carburetor. Make sure it lines up real good here. Alright. And we'll slide our hinge in there. Oops. There we go. Hinges in, that seals pretty good, it feels like. And we can throw our bowl back on the bottom. And the main jet's in there. That looks pretty clean. Got all that old oil or whatever that was out. I'm pretty sure it's oil. Hopefully it was oil. Give that a nice snug turn. Don't want to break anything. Just snug. And then you can, still got to clean this little piece here, but alright, then we can go ahead and throw this gasket back on. That went on just like this. And then that went on the engine just like that. And this went on right here. This piece here, this intake piece, is a little pitted from the stuff that sat in there, but I got it out pretty clean. So I believe we can reinstall this back onto the engine. Alrighty, so I've got that carburetor back on there, and this is what I was talking about, this little thing here. I'm pretty sure it's the throttle or something to do with the throttle, but it pops. I don't know where exactly it should stay, if it should be below that or above that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to fire it up, put just temporarily. I'm going to get that cover back on it with the pull start and all that. And then it'll have the choke too. So I'll get that engine cover back on there, and then we'll start to clean it up, and well, we'll see if it runs first. Alrighty guys, so I got that engine cover back on there, and I cleaned it up a little bit before I put it back on. So it looks just a little bit better. You're not going to see it anyways because the cover's going to cover everything up. I'll do a final cleaning once it's all back together. Give it a full detail. Now the next step is to put on, I believe, that top cover, and no, the gas tank needs to go on first. I got to clean that gas tank out and then throw that back on there, and then it would be this control panel and the that red piece over there. So I'm going to get to flushing that gas tank out. I'm going to use just a little bit of carburetor cleaner, if I can find some, and we'll throw that back on there. Alright, so got the intake, or not the intake, the gas tank clean inside and out. Is ready for some nice 50-to-1 mix. Next step is to put that big cover on right here. I'm probably just going to give this a quick wipe down before I put it on, and then give it its final cleaning after I'm done blowing snow later. For the pictures, I think it's going to be done today, honestly, at this rate. The snow, clean all that stuff out of there. So I'm going to throw that on, and then probably this dash on. After that, it'll be these hoses. Maybe I'll just put it all back together and then bring you guys back for a first start. So yeah, I'll probably just do that. Alright, so I'm mixing up some fresh 50-to-1 that I mixed myself. Just put one of them little 2.6 ounce bottles in there. This is a 1 gallon can, so I filled the rest of it with gas. It might not be exact, but I'm mixing it up real good in here. Check it out. Sure, it's mixed up well. Oh yeah, I'd say that's good. And we'll fill the tank. Okay. Alright, full, so I guess 2 tankfuls out of a gallon. That's not bad. Alright. Fire it up a couple times. See if she'll fire. Oh, there it goes. I don't think I have that thingy in there set right for the idle. So I'm going to open up the door because it is getting very smoky in here, and then we can try blowing some snow. I think it was idling up and down because of that cleaner that I put in there, and it's very cold, so the surgeon might be coming from that. Now we got quite a bit of snow, and it'll be just perfect to test this on. Let's see, what do we got? Will it fire back up? This is a gravel driveway, so it's probably not going to work so well. I'll find a spot that we can try it on. Alright, this is pavement here, so we'll try this. Well guys, I'd say that is a well spent $20. Well, a little more with the little ball thing, but I'm gonna clean this thing up, polish it up, put it on the marketplace for, I don't know, maybe $100, $150, somewhere in there, and hopefully I get it going by the end of the week. That'll be an easy flip. And yeah, maybe I'll look for another one if this sells pretty good. It works pretty good, as you can see. And yeah, I think it's going to do it for this week's video. And I will see you in the next video. And it's very cold, so my dialogue is a little off. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. I know some of you small engine guys that like this content on here. Just giving you some of that. This thing runs good, and I'll see you in the next video.